There was always how I'm going to make it through the day.
What they say historically, 5 million non-Jews, 6 million Jews.
Everybody lived in total fear, virtually continuously, not knowing what the Germans or the Nazis would do.
They all became Hitler's willing executioners.
You have just arrived at the interning facility of Auschwitz. For the time being, men and women will be separated. Children will be taken care of at a separate compound. You abandon all personal belongings and clothing before entering the disinfecting facility. Everyone's heads will be shaved to eliminate lice. After you have gone through the cleansing procedures, you will be furnished regulation prison uniforms. Anybody disregarding orders will be shot.
And the one row, there were 2 of these skeletons covered up with a blanket. And when I said, Andrich, I said, are you here? And one of the skeletons with their eyes closed, they started to raise very slowly. It was eerie. How can they move? Just like skeletons under the blanket. The other person stayed laid beside him. And then he was almost sitting up, and then he opened his eyes. I knew it was my brother. He had beautiful blue eyes. Not too many people had such blue eyes, especially in the camp. So I said, Andrich, I found you. And his answer, Pishtukam. He said, I love you. I knew you were going to come before I die. Andrich, you're not going to die. I'm here to save you. Then I begged the other person beside him. It took a while before he was able to leave his bed. I went beside my brother. I put my arm underneath his head and looked at him. We were kissing each other. We were hugging each other. And he said, Pishta, I knew I'm going to see you before I die. You'll be okay. You'll come back to camp with me and we'll be liberated soon. I can hear the guns and bombs going around us not too far. The Americans, the Allies will be coming soon. And then Andrich looked at me and his smile disappeared, a little sour. And he said, my little brother, look under my blanket. I opened the blanket, I looked there. I saw there a few pieces of dry food. He could not eat anymore. He was gone, nothing I can do. I prayed to God, my best friend, God, please help him. I'm not asking help for me. Please help my brother. I can hear the guns and everything. Give him another week. We'll be liberated. There was no answer. I looked back at Andrich, his head, his eyes, beautiful blue eyes, looking at me. Andrich, speak to me. Andrich just staring. Andrich couldn't speak. Andrich died right in my arms. It was just like somebody tore half of my heart out. I looked at him. I took my 2 fingers. I closed his eyelids. I started to burst out like a baby. And then I thought what I promised my brother. Andrich, I'll be strong. You can look down at me and you can be proud of me.
That was one turning point. May 30th, 1943. But there were many more.
The only turning point was there when it was May 10 and the war was over.
My little sister and my mother, in the selection in Auschwitz, were killed the same day we arrived to Auschwitz.
One of the turning points was when I switched places with my uncle, who was going to be beaten with 25 lashes, and I pushed him behind me and I took his place.
The world didn't do anything about the people. The world was silent. They didn't help the Jewish people.